Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of All Around Sorare. It is just myself and Jonesy today. Ellis has bailed us. No, he hasn't really. He's a bit busy at this time, so we are recording so we can get you guys and gals an episode. So, Jonesy, mate, how are we?
Not too bad, mate. How was yourself?
Yes, very well, very well. We are recording
Good.
this on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday late morning. So the first topic we have in particular is the new update. Sorare put up on their roadmap. I'm sure you've seen it and you're aware of it now, Jonesy. Did you have any sort of, I guess, opinions on the matter? How about they've added DNPs and subs to the reward pool?
Yeah, it's naff, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
For people that are just trying to scrape rewards and haven't got the big mega galleries, it's naff for them, really. I feel bad. I'm in the same boat. Like, even though I've got quite a big gallery, I'm still only getting those, T3, 4, and 5s. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not nice. Potentially, if you scrape a reward, you're dead happy, but now if you scrape a reward, you're probably going to get a DMP or a sub. That's going to be worthless and useless.
Yeah,
It's going to
yeah,
be,
and that's the issue now as well, isn't it? Like sometimes when people first initially start, I think this is the issue as well. They've not really maybe given it much thought about. So when you start, obviously, and let's say you're in a semi-pro or something, and you just think you just got yourself a tier five, instead of thinking, all right, maybe he's a usable item, it's not. You could potentially get someone who is a DMP now, or someone who just doesn't come off the bench, and this is quite a big issue thinking about actually because starters, what they're going to do because typically, unless people are doing collections, no one's going to buy the subs or the reserve players or or
yeah.
players that are long term injured. So what's going to give them the right to be able to sell them? If someone's sick, it's hard at times for me to sell someone for 60p who is starting or playing or whatever. It takes a while for them to sell. Could you imagine trying to buy someone who is not playing at all or has a long term injury or is just a bench player for that particular team?
Yeah, I think this is potentially probably going to drive some users away from the platform. If they consistently keep getting subs and DMP players and their rewards, what's the point in staying? Yeah, so it's a bit naff in that aspect. I don't think it's going to bring any people in. I thought that these updates were supposed to try and bring in new players and improve the gameplay for everybody, but this just doesn't really. It's
Yeah.
just detrimental to the platform.
Yeah, it's just a bit unnecessary, isn't it, really? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they felt it was a necessary need to do it. I don't really. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the update. I don't get the point of it. But so, I mean, sort of crack over it is the Champion Edition cards, the new festive, I guess, cards for the sake of the Christmas festive period. So I don't know. You've probably seen them again. I think you've got James Ward-Prowse doing the irons thing, and then yeah, it's a bit pointless to be honest with you. I think. What's your take on that?
Yeah, they look nice, but that's about it, isn't it? It doesn't improve anything. It's just dynamic images on cards and maybe a little bit of a better design. So it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm not going to be looking into purchasing any or anything. I don't think many
No.
people will unless they've got a mega gallery and they've got that disposable income in the gallery that they can just go and buy one of these cards.
Well, that's
So
that's
yeah,
the thing, isn't it? As well, it's like who's actually going to want to? I know it's people maybe with disposable income, but the general player who is new to the game or something similar to my gallery, I'm not going to go anywhere near them because I'm not going to pay extra for the sake of someone doing a particular pose in the photo. I'm not all too bothered about it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give me anything extra. Maybe apart from maybe a collection bonus, I'm assuming it'll be a special card. That's the only real upside to it. But in which case, then you can just still pay less for a one-off mint or a kit mint. So again, no different to those two. It is a little pointless. I know there may, yeah. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really have a whole take on it. It just looks cool. I personally think actually, I was having a little think about this earlier, and I thought that these sort of special edition cards should only come to super rare and uniques rather than opposed to limiteds
no,
and rares.
I disagree with that, but I think they need to have something about them to make you want to desire them. So maybe like like when you buy a card, it starts off at level 0. Like when you buy one of these special edition ones, it starts off at level 5. You've
Mm.
already got 7.5% on them before any collection bonuses are added or anything. Yeah, you still have to take the time to level them up, but they start at level 5. They can still only get to the max level of 20, but you've got already done the first 5 levels on these cards, and it's got a nice little bonus ready to go. I think that would probably make people desire them a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's got to have something a little bit more extra about it. It's even like those Liverpool cards they did on the third kit or the away kit, that
Mm-hmm.
green and white one. Again, it's just yeah, they look cool and whatever, but they don't do anything extra. So why? How can you justify me paying extra for it? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't really get it. It's almost like when people, when people try, they pay extra for a card that is misproportioned or the photo's off or it's got like a
Yeah.
blank player. It's like when people pay extra for that sort of shit because it's like, oh, it's unique, it's different and whatever. But all in all, 99% of the fan base for that sort of thing are not going to be interested. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think yeah, it's only goes to I think if it's is it Powell? I think it's Powell who has like a card that literally is like um off into the corner or something like the player card or something, and he's like asking for stupid amount of money, and he bought it for a silly amount, and it's like I don't get it really. I know they
I have
got
one,
they
mate.
hey,
I have one of them.
do you as well? Do you?
Yeah, I have Damien Mark from Charleroi. He's like his card's a bit weird. Let me see if I can find him. It's like he's disproportionate to the card. Yeah, he's like off to the left a little bit. So I mean, if they do more competitions like they did where you had to include one, that'd have been nice. But yeah, I've got him. Let me see my gallery. Right, Damien Mark. That's who we want. I think I've still got him. I don't think anyone bought him. Damien. Yeah, here he is. So he's off to the left of the card. Like it's quite funny, really, when you look at him. Like his shoulders, half his shoulders cut out the card. He's off to the left. His head's like almost glitching into the where it says at the top left, where it's got like the 214 out of 1,000 and like the year of it. So yeah, he's I got him for 80p 8 months ago to use him, obviously, and yeah, he's his card half of it's like cut into the rest of the card. So yeah, it's quite cool, but I didn't buy it for that purpose. I bought him to use him. It wasn't because of his card like that. It was more just the aspect of using him in like cat modes and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure you didn't buy him for the pure sake that his car's misproportioned and out the completely wronged. So yeah, again, I don't get it. I don't really understand. I mean, look, I do and do get it. It is cool for So Rare, but I don't think you can't really justify the pricing that they're gonna be because they're gonna be more expensive than their cheapest on the market. So
Mhm.
how can you justify that little bit extra just for the pure sake of a picture? I don't really get it. That doesn't really change the game. Doesn't You can't really utilize them in different ways. It would be nice even if you'd be like, oh right, for the festive period from December 1st till 30th or whatever it is, or to the 25th just till Christmas, they get an XP boost. So in which case you're like, all right, okay, then I can use them and utilize them, and and they look cool as well at the same time. Maybe something like that. But
Yeah,
just going back on the point as well before, because you said obviously, oh, when you get these misaligned player cards and stuff and these pictures, you could use them in those game modes that they had. But the Halloween, for instance, I think that was it,
yeah,
wasn't it? The Halloween was the misproportioned cards and stuff. Why do they not? If they implement this whole DMP and substitute player cards in the prize pool, why not do something that is like what I said last week on the podcast of doing a competition where you have to get the lowest score and obtain the lowest score possible? There's a lot of games that we're going to be talking about in a minute anyway. A lot of games have been cancelled this weekend. So
yeah,
that means more midweek utility. So that may mean players like the substitute players, buddy, I got out in the end, could play more often then. So if they did something like that, it would be brilliant. That would make sense, except the DMPs. But if they're DMPs because they're long term injury, maybe they're just long term holds, then maybe it makes sense. But if they're DMPs
yeah.
because they are literally like the third goalkeeper and bloody Millwall or whoever, Motherwell or something like that, is going to be next to useless. It's probably not worth it. But if they're long term injured and they played and they did, get some good 50, 60 scores and whatever else every now and again, they could be worth it then. But yeah, they sound like long term holds. But going off the whole base of what I just spoke about then is that in game week, if I don't know when you're listening to this, guys, all right? Again, on Spotify, YouTube, wherever it is, rate us 5 stars and like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Um, in game week 429, it has been nothing but hell for Sorare managers across all competitions because there has been snowfall around the whole of Europe that has cancelled a good chunk of games, and it has fucked over some people, including yourself, Jonesy. If you want to talk about that,
Yeah, 7 out of my 14 lineups are done. I reckon I could have had a podium this week. I think I said that to you before we started the
yeah.
podcast. I reckon in Cap 270, if I pull it up here, I reckon I could have easily had a podium. I think I've got 400 points across like 4 players or something
Oof.
close to that.
Was
Yeah, I've
that
got it here. So I've got 362 points. So I think one person lost a clean sheet. Yeah, they did. 362 points, and I would have had a captain striker to play, which was Marco Grulli, who was playing like second bottom of the league. So yeah, I'm a little
oh
bit devastated. So I
in
probably won't even finish with a reward now, I don't think. But yeah, it's really sad because if you'd have put me up, if you'd have scored, that's an extra 100 points on top. That'd have put me in first. So yeah,
so
never
those
mind.
so those who don't know, I think a big game that was called off was the Bayern Munich game. I think they were playing was it Union Berlin, and then you've got the basically the Austrian league basically cancelled. Then you had a couple in the Scottish league that had stopped.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there was quite a few games because of the whole winter, the whole winter thing in Europe going on at the moment. So it doesn't happen where I am in Malta. It's cold at 19 degrees, but it is what it is. It's winter. Whereas for you, Jonesy, you're in little old England, -4 degrees, I think it is, wasn't it?
Yeah, -3 degrees, I think it is. On
Yeah.
top of that, Cat 270 as well. Just had a look at my Cat 240 rare, where 3 players got cancelled. The other 2 players scored twice and assisted.
Oh, yuck.
Out of 2 players, I've been on 140 points. All I needed was what, less than 50 points a player from the other three, but and the captain on top of that. So
Damn.
yeah, again, devastating weekend. Really, half my lineups are dead, and more than half, I would say now. Actually, I think I've got about 2 remaining lineups, which is like it's a Tigres stack for Champ America tonight, and a Hibernian stack, a Hib stack for today. We'll see if their game gets cancelled. Knowing my luck, it probably will be.
Yeah, I
But
was
yeah,
gonna.
it's, does any of you have you had any snow issues with your lineup?
I did, I think, but I don't know if it was about snow. But I had George. Is it Shamal? Where is he? Hold on. Yeah, Shamal George.
Livingston.
He's in my cap 220. Yeah, for Livingston. Um, I think what were they? They are at home to Ross County or something. So again, somewhere that he could have potentially got himself a clean sheet and a few saves.
That was
So
snowy, yeah, mate.
yeah, he didn't get to play. I have
Hmm.
yet got Potsman to play for Austria Vienna.
He might not
He
play.
plays. Yeah, I was going to say he might not play, and I had a bit of a stinker with Gijon yesterday because they lost 1-0 to I think bottom of the league. So that was great. So they did shit in my second division Europe, and I also have Campusano, who didn't come on at all to play. So he was a complete DMP for no reason of winter or anything. He was just being a shit house. And yeah, so I've only got 125 points for my Cat 220 at the moment. I'm hoping to reach 200 if Potsman pulls a nice little 80 or something. But
Yep.
yeah, other than that, I mean, what else have I got? I had my Cat 220 limited. I've got my goalie yet to play, who's the mains goalkeeper, Lasse Reese. I had Bockhorn, who got me, who's my captain, 114 points because he got a goal and a penalty one as well, which is lovely. I want to get rid of Medi Leris, the guy you bloody recommended to me, because since I bought him, since your recommendation, he has had 2 sub appearances off the bench for like 20 minutes, and that's the first time since September. So that just goes
Yeah,
to
I was
show
just
my
say
luck.
that's just bad luck. That.
Yeah. And then I've got Miguel de la Fuente, who lost 1-0 to Saragossa away from home, and Carvajal, who lost 1-0 at home and didn't do anything. So I've had a shit time, and yeah, I think it's only going to get shitter. I've got one or two more players to play, but I'm not going to hit threshold either for the Cap 240 strategy I tried this weekend. Doesn't help that my was it Nahui didn't play for Altach versus Lestanu
Yep, cancelled.
yesterday. So yeah, it's been shit. It's been shit. But what can you do? You know,
Yeah, exactly. What can you do? Hopefully, my hipstack having a good game and it doesn't get called off. Because obviously, with all those Austrian games getting cancelled, they might get some in Challenger Europe. We'll see what happens. Anyway, on that one, and then obviously Tigres stack tonight. We'll see what happens there. I won't be awake when that happens because I'm away tomorrow, so be an early night for me tonight. But we'll see how that fares in the morning. But no, other than that, it's might sneak something in 270. I'm really disappointed in that. Almost got me to tears. I could have captained anybody else and got a better reward. But I had to
yeah,
captain the guy who was getting a DMP.
yeah. That is so. Oh, I don't know what to say. That is so.
You can't console me,
Such
mate.
bad
Nothing's going to
luck.
console me.
Yeah, such
But
bad
anyway,
luck.
moving on to that, I have got, because there's only two of us today and we've not got Ellis to debate with, I have got a little quiz for you.
Okay,
Are you
hit me.
excited? Right,
Yes.
okay. So it's going to be similar to the quiz we did last week where you went against Ellis, except for you're going to be against yourself.
Okay.
So I've got a few categories here, which are similar to the Spain top goal scorers in the Premier League that we did. So I've got three other nations, and you're going to have three lives for each set. But we're only going to go top 10 because there's just only one of you today. So we'll start off with the top 10 Dutch Premier League goal scorers. I want all 10 off you, and you get three lives to
All
get them all.
10. Jesus, I don't know. I hate this, having ball knowledge at the top of my head because I need to think about it. But, I mean, the first person I can think of is Robin Van Persie.
Yeah, so he's number one with 144. I'm just going to put this on my notes so you don't. Do I know how many you've said?
I don't know many, to be honest. Dirk Kuyt?
He is on there. I'll tell you now where he is. He is. Dirk Cow is fifth with 51. So you've said him, you've said Van Persie, and you've not lost a life yet. It's like Tenable, this. We've seen Tenable on the on YouTube.
Um,
Football Tenable.
this guy
Quite
can't
cool.
be, surely. Ryan Babel.
Ryan Babel is not on there, so that's one life gone.
Shit. I don't know. I've gone blank. I don't know. Who else is there?
Can't give you any clues, mate. That'd be cheating. If you do complete a list, then I might drop you a card. Now
Or
you're
why didn't
playing
you
for
tell
someone
me
I
this
don't think
before?
seriously. What?
Um, who else is there? Dutch in the Premier League because my mind keeps going straight to strikers, of course, but there
Yeah, well, it
must
should
be
do.
a couple of midfielders as well, surely.
Yeah, there is.
Dutch. Why can't I think of any Dutch? Is there any in the modern era, like currently playing, or are we talking about all like early 2000s and stuff?
There's someone I know that's definitely still playing, but not in the Premier League.
Yeah, great, that bloody helps.
The rest of them, I reckon, are all retired. I don't reckon, actually. I know they're all retired.
Dutch man, fucking hell, I can't think.
I'm gonna put you on a minute timer for each answer.
Trying to think, Chelsea. I can't think of any for Chelsea that are Dutch. I've already said Robin van Persie for Arsenal and United. Ruud van Nist no wait no wait Ruud van Nistelrooy, was he in there?
Yeah, he's third
Yeah,
with
okay.
95 goals. So the timer restarts.
Another Dutch player. Arsenal. Do they have anyone over the Robin van Persie?
Big names on this list.
Shit, don't say that. Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? I'm gonna kick myself after this. I know it.
There's only one player on there that I don't know.
What else? I'm just trying to think. What other clubs? Spurs?
30 seconds left.
Right. What's his fucking name? That Spurs lad, the striker. Kramaric or something like that. Nico something. Whatever his name was. Nico Kramaric, was it? Was his name?
Nico Krankia.
Frankia, I think.
Yeah, he was Croatian, so you lose a life there. So you've
Wanker.
got one life left.
Ah, shit. So I'm trying to go through the big teams at the moment. It's Arsenal. I can't think of anybody else. I can't think of it. Oh, fuck. It's not for Arsenal then.
Your ball knowledge is atrocious. How did you beat the Ellis last week?
Honestly, I can't think. My mind's gone blank. I can't
You
think of
got 30
anyone.
seconds. If you can't name someone in 30 seconds, you lose your last life.
I can't think of anyone. Arsenal players.
Mate.
I'm gonna kick myself up there. I can't think. My mind's gone blank. Fuck me. I can't think. I'm trying to think of a player that my mind's not letting me. I'm just gonna have to give up.
5 seconds.
Fucking. Oh, I'm so pissed off. I'm annoyed.
That's your time up. So I'll go through them from top to bottom. So you said Van Persie was in first with 144. Second was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank with 127, former Chelsea
Okay,
player.
yeah.
Third
Didn't I?
was someone I expected you to get, Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, fuck, of course.
How did you not get Dennis Bergkamp?
Oh, no.
Fourth
Oh,
was
my God.
Third was Van der Sar with 95. Fourth was Dennis Bergkamp with 87. Fifth was Dirk Kuyt, who you said 51 goals. Sixth was Gini Wijnaldum with 27 goals.
Oh, I would have got that. I wouldn't have thought he scored that many.
Seventh was Mark Overmars with 25,
Oh,
former winger of Arsenal.
fuck's sakes. Arsenal had a couple.
Eighth was a guy I don't know, Brian Roy. I don't know who that is, if I'm being honest with you.
No, no.
So ninth is Rafael van der Vaart. You definitely know who he is.
Oh, fucking Spurs guy.
Yep. And then 10th, I didn't expect you to get, but I do know who he is. Collins John, the former Fulham striker. Back in the
No.
day when they used to have like Van der Sar and stuff, he was up front for them.
No. Oh, that's so annoying. Dennis Bergkamp and Overmars. And Van der
So you got
Vaart.
three. You got 3 out of 10 on your first one, mate.
I don't want to do another one now.
There's only two, yeah. You might be able to redeem yourself.
I
Easier
can't.
nations. That's probably the hardest nation out of all of them, to be fair.
That was what?
That was probably the hardest nation out of all of them that I've got for you
I'm
today.
just trying to think. I just don't know any fucking. Ah.
Right, I've got the
I'm
next
just
list.
Sorry, I'm
Are
just
you ready?
writing a message. But yeah, go for it. I'm just wrong. Yeah.
And I'll give you a minute.
All right, go for it.
So, same concept, top 10 Premier League goal scorers that are French.
Now French. Okay, Thierry Henry.
Yeah, number one, 175 goals.
I've got. I don't know why I was thinking Didier Drogba then. Who else?
Come on. This is a joke, right? Are you taking a piss?
Hey,
Are you taking a piss that you don't count? You can only name one off the top of your head. I should get used to this to me. I reckon I could get it going longer.
is Kante in there?
What, N'Golo Kante?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I'm counting
No,
that as an
I'm
answer. That's
joking. I'm
one life.
joking. I'm
Alright, I'll let you
joking.
off. I'll let
Eric
you off then.
Cantona.
Eric Cantona is in there. He's not very high up. He is
What?
fifth
Oh shit.
with 70 goals.
I want to sort of say Malouda, but I don't know if he'd be on there because I thought Eric's down there, but he wasn't at United for very long, mind you. So yeah, I'm going to say Malouda.
Malouda is not on there.
Fuck.
That's a life lost.
Shit. Robert Perez.
Rod Perez sneaks in at seventh with 62 goals.
Sneaks in.
Not bad.
Ginola's French, wasn't he? Ginola?
Ginola is not on there, so that's your second
Fuck,
life
oh,
gone.
how is he not on there?
Can you not break the three curse?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, someone hoovering outside, by the way. Nicholas Anelka.
Nicholas Nelka is on there. He's second with 125 goals.
Fuck's sake. Got people banging on my door. Um, Fucking the mind's gone blank a bit. Um, right, so I'm going through all the players again. So go Arsenal. Who else? Who else is there?
30 seconds left.
I'm just trying to think. Look at top head goals. French. Cancel. This quiz annoys the shit out of me. It does. It does annoy me. Fuck me, I can't think. Nicholas Nelka, Robert Pires. I know there's going to be another one in there where you're just like, oh, how'd you not get him? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I've gone fucking blank.
5.
Oh, what else? What else? What else?
That's your last life gone, mate.
That's my last.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right. You should have got all these.
Yeah, I know I should have. I thought this would be fucking easy as well, this one.
Let me run through them. So Henri, 175 goals first. You got him. Second, Anelka, 125 goals. You got him. Third, Olivier Giroud, 90 goals. Fourth, Man United legend Louis Saha, 85 goals.
Zaha! Oh, God! I don't want to play this game anymore. I can't be bothered. Oh, give up. Fuck me.
I told you should have done it for me. I'd have kept you entertained. I'd have got a few more than that. Fifth, Eric Cantona, you got him. Sixth, my United player, Anthony Martial.
Oh, I didn't know he'd be up there, to be fair. Shit.
He got 62 Premier League goals.
Yeah, in about 20 years. It's terrible.
Yeah, but he's still on there. So, seventh, Robert Pires. Eighth, Alexander Lacazette, 54 goals.
Yeah, okay.
Ninth, a guy you probably wouldn't have got, Steedmo Bronk. He's a Fulham and Tottenham player from back in the day. He got 39. And then number 10, Samir Nasri, 36 goals.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to worry you, mate, because you know what I'm like. I don't want to worry you, but that was probably the easiest list.
Fuck's sake.
If you've had the hardest list, you've had the easiest list. This list is a little bit more difficult, I would say, definitely. Oh god, I don't think you'll do well, eh?
Hold on, just looking.
This could be brutal. This might be the hardest list, actually, looking at some of the players.
What is it? Macedonian players? Fucking hell, I don't know.
It's Senegalese players.
Senegalese. So you've got fucking.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's not. You're alright.
I actually knew a
Just wanted to
couple.
wind
Go
you up a
on.
bit.
Go on then.
Oh, I definitely want you to do one of these for me. Right. So yeah, you got your three lives back. It's German players, the top 10 German goal scorers, but I will give you a small like hint in there. So the top one only has 44 goals, and the bottom one only has 17 goals. Your time starts now, bud.
Mesut Ozil.
Second with 33 goals.
Fucking hell. Who else is there? Fucking
Just
Germans.
to give you another clue, two of them are still currently playing in the Premier League.
Two of
And
them.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are still currently playing. Full stop.
Um. Okay. All right. Gundogan. Surely Gundogan. I can't think of any fucking strikers.
Gundogan is first with 44 goals.
Chelsea. Schürrle. Surely he was all right. He
That's your
fucking
first life gone.
Schürrle's not in there. Andre Schürrle.
Andre Schürrle's not in there, mate.
Fuck me.
You'd have thought he would have been with, like, he had a season at Fulham, he had a good few seasons at Chelsea, but now, unfortunately, he's not in there. He did have a lot of injuries, though.
Oh, I don't know if this. I don't know if this boy was long. Sane. Fuck it, Sane.
Yep, Sane is sixth with 25 goals.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing all right. You got three, you've only lost one life.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I got. Oh fuck. Yeah, I've got a couple. Lucas Podolski.
Ninth with 19.
I don't know if this guy scored a lot, but I know he was there for a while. Michael Ballack.
10th with 17.
Fuck.
No, you've actually already got five on probably the hardest list, but you've got first, second, sixth, ninth, and 10th.
First, second, and what's the difference between 1 and 10?
44
Goals?
for number one, which was Gundogan, and 10 for Mike. Number 10 was Michael Ballack with 17.
I was gonna say Kai. Kai Havertz. That's surely doing a disservice to Germans, isn't it? But then again,
Are you
not a
going
lot of
with
Germans play in the Prem.
Exactly. Are you going with Kai Havertz?
I don't like how you're so quick to that then. No.
I'm not trying to. No, you're not going with it. Okay.
Yes, I am now. Yeah, I am.
Right, okay. He's number 8 with 20 goals.
20 goals. Fucking
There is only one more that's currently playing in the Premier League, and yeah, there's only one more currently playing full stop as well. All the rest are
hell.
retired.
One that's currently playing in the Premier League. And I think my knowledge of playing some FPL this morning has helped me here. And I swear he's German. I could swear he's either German or he's like Dutch or some shit. No, no, he's got to be German. Pascal Grob.
Pascal Gross.
Gross, yeah.
Do you want to go with Pascal Gross?
No, fuck's sake. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I can't think of anyone else though. Pascal Gross. And that's, you said a current player. German. There's no other.
Yeah,
I
there's
was
not
thinking
many
maybe
current Premier
Undam.
League players that are German.
Huh?
There's not many current Premier League players that are German.
No, that's what I'm thinking. So I can only think of Pascal Gross.
Go on, go with him.
I don't want to now that you're saying fucking you're fucking easing me on.
You're definitely doing one of these for me after this. You can do any nation in the world, and I want to see if I can beat your score.
Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna go Gross. I can't. I don't think I can think of anyone.
Unfortunately, mate, Pascal Gross is sat in fifth with 28 goals.
Come on! 28 goals. Fucking hell, he's got quite a bit, hasn't he?
So you've actually only got three to get.
Um. uh, 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 uh. Oh, where's it? I bet because this is Germany. I'm assuming because I cannot think for the life of me many strikers.
There is.
For
I think there's only one more. Oh, did he play up front? I'm not too sure. I know one's definitely not a striker. I'll give you a clue. One's actually a defender.
yeah, this is exactly what I was going to ask, and I think you've just given me it there. I'm between one of two players here. Then
Mm-hmm.
there's Rudiger
Mm-hmm.
and there's Robert Huth.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
Who else? The slow bastard for Arsenal. The yeah, like 30 pace on his FIFA card.
Mertesacker.
Mertesacker. Who did Huth play for again? I know he played for Leicester. He's in that team for Leicester.
I think he was at Middlesbrough, Chelsea.
Oh yeah, of course he's at Chelsea. Yeah, he's
I mean,
been
I think
around for
I
a while.
know.
Then it's got to be Huth because Rudiger's. It was at Chelsea for a few years. Mertesacker is the one I'm umming and ahhing about because he was at Arsenal for quite a while. Then he went
Yeah,
to
it was. Mertesacker was there for nearly 10 years, I think.
yeah. But I
I know
don't
it
remember
can't
him
have been.
being a
It can't
goal
have been
scorer.
10 years.
I swear I remember Hoof getting his head on most fucking corners. Or I just
So
making
they
that
put
up.
Mertesacker, to be fair to him. He was like 6'4", Mertesacker. He's a big unit. He might have
Yeah, but
been bigger than
he
that.
was more lanky than he was like Peter Crouch rather than Hoof, who was much more of a brick shithouse. Now I'm gonna go Hoof. My gut's telling me Hoof.
Sure you want to go with House?
I hate when you fucking say that. Now I'm in an hour. Yeah, fuck it. I can't be asked. Fuck.
Robert Hope is number 7 with 21 goals.
Oh shit! So he was on there, the bastard.
Yeah. How have you done well on this list, but on the ones that were
I
really
told you, my
easy?
mind went blank. I'm just trying to properly think and think about this one here. The problem is, I
But
don't
I
know.
don't think you'll get the last two because I think they're before both of our times. Quite well before both of our times. And they're not really well known.
Yeah, but this is where my FIFA knowledge comes into play. You
None of
see?
these people have been on FIFA.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah, this is where I think you'll struggle. Like, I expect you to kind of get the other ones. I mean, maybe not Robert Hoof, but I expect you to get the other ones. But these two, I don't even think I would. I probably would get one, but I don't think I'd get the other, just because I just never seen them play.
can I look up a player? Because I can't
No,
remember if he played in the Prem or not.
no.
I can't look up a player.
You can ask me, and I'll tell you if they played in the Prem.
Because I swear, when I was watching a game a couple of weeks back. I can't remember what the fuck it was for now. No, that can't be it.
You can ask me if you want if someone's played in the Prem.
No, Closer never played in the Prem, did he?
No,
No.
played in the Serie A Bundesliga.
I'm just trying to think here.
That
So
was
you've
it.
got Close, Goetze never came in.
Well, look, I'll tell you something else. It's way before closest time.
Way before.
This is before we were born. I mean, maybe we were probably like maybe one or two.
Voller? Did Voller ever play in the Prem?
Don't think so. But it's after Voller's time. Voller was
Because
the
I'm
80s, I
thinking
think, wasn't
Voller,
he? 90s, 80s, early
Klingsman.
90s.
Who's the other fucking Donny? There's Voller, Klingsman. I think it's Muller. His name was Muller. Gerard
Yeah.
Muller.
hmm
Did any one of those guys play in the Prem? Because if they did, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Which one?
Klinsmann played in the Prem because he played for Spurs.
Did they? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly,
Muller didn't play in the Prem because Muller played in, like, I think he played in the 70s and the 60s, if I remember right.
well, I've got to go him then, don't I? Because I that's going to be my last thing though. I can't get the last guy unless it is Muller.
So you go in Klinsmann and you're giving up.
I have to. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know anyone else.
Klinsmann's third with 29 goals. You still
Come
got one more to get.
on!
You got one more to get yourself a free limited off me.
A free limited. What are we talking?
What do you mean? What we talking?
What price are you going to give me a 60p one?
Probably, yeah.
What's the fuck? Then I'll give
No,
up. Then
I'll let you do a bit of scouting. You can pick one up to £1.
this is the problem. Now. I'm stumped.
I don't think you'll get him, but I don't think I'd have got Klinsmann, but I would have got this guy. That should give you a heavy clue.
Don't know. What
You're gonna
position
have to
did he
give up.
play? Can I get that in? Do you know?
Like forward / attacking midfield, I'm pretty sure. If you
And
give up now, I'll let you have a free card at up to like 60p. If you give up now, I'll let you have a free card. If you give up now and do one for me, I'll let you have a free card up to 60p. Or you can gamble and use up your guesses and have a free card up to £1. It's like a Deal or No Deal / Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
this is the issue now because
I honestly I do not think you'll get him, and the only reason I know him is because he's related to my team.
Palermo.
in the Premier League.
Uh, oh, you bastard.
I personally, if you get him, then fantastic. But I just don't think you will get him. Cracking player as well.
I can't fucking remember his name. I can somewhat, because for some reason I'm thinking Muller, right? But I don't think Muller played in the Prem. I think he was
I
literally.
told you he didn't. I told you Muller didn't play in the Prem.
Oh, okay. Right, I didn't hear that bit.
Gerd Muller did not play in the Prem. It's before his
So,
time.
so I was thinking of other players though, original, like more modern players. I was thinking Emre Can. I was thinking Werner. But you're hinting to me again that this is somebody who is even JanElt. Is he's German,
Old.
isn't he?
Chanel probably wasn't even born when this guy was playing.
Okay, so yeah, it's someone old again.
Like I said, you have got two guesses. So you've got two guesses to get the person. But if you want to trade those two guesses, then I'll let you have a 60p card. Why not?
Oh god, I need to hurry up because I don't want to make this podcast any boring. But
You can do one for me in a minute.
yeah,
You got 30 seconds.
no, wait, because there's this guy. I don't know if he played for. I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know if he played in the Prem though. But he was in the 50s and 60s, I think.
Well, no, the Premier League's only been around since 92, 92, 93.
Yeah, not Premier League, obviously the English division.
Yeah, but it just doesn't count the English division.
So, but you said this goes
This is
to
Premier
this.
League only.
You said this goes to the 60s, 70s.
No, I've said this. No, I've never said it goes to the 60s and 70s. I've said players that you've mentioned have played in the 60s and 70s, but not.
Right,
It's not the
see there,
Premier League then.
you fucking fucked me there then.
You've not guessed anybody that's played in the 60s and 70s. I just told you
Muller
that
did.
it's before their time.
Rose.
Danny Rose. He's
No,
German.
not Danny Rose. I'm not going English here. There's a fucker called Rose. Oh,
Like I
Rose.
said, giving you enough clues, like a midfielder. Sort of like a
Yeah.
midfielder, attacking midfielder. Do you know what? I've basically spelled his name out for you. I told you the team he played for, the era. Do you want his amount of goals?
No, because that's gonna fuck me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No.
You don't want his amount of goals?
No. Because you're telling me
No, you don't
someone
think
from
it
the
then, mate.
60s, 70s who played in the Premier League.
It's
So
not the 60s and 70s. The Premier League's not been around.
no. But he was playing in the 60s, 70s, and somehow played in the Premier League.
So you're telling me someone that was playing in the 60s and 70s somehow made an appearance in the Premier League in 92, 30 years later? What were they, 50 years old? Told you, Cap, you can walk away with 60p now. You can gamble it all for £1.
I can't remember. There's a guy. There's a guy that sounds like it was like a flower or a plant. I can't. If it was a
Tim
rose.
Flowers.
Hey,
Tim Flowers.
Tim Flowers. Okay, stop putting me off.
This
Flowers,
podcast is going on.
roses.
This is going on too long. I want to have a go at it.
It can't be sunflower. It's roses.
You're having a 10
Roses.
second timer.
Huh?
10-second timer.
Roses.
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 Not roses.
Hold on. Roses.
You got
Rose.
one life left. 5.
I just told you rose. I'm gonna go rose.
It's not a rose. That's your last life gone. You should have wanted to earn the 60p. It's Rosler.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! What's the point?
Even A. Rosler, Manchester City midfielder.
You should have let me have that one. Oh my
Yeah,
fucking
mate, but them's the
god!
rules. Them is the rules. Rosas. That's the most German name going.
I knew it sounded like what was his name again?
Rosler.
Right, that's where the rose thing come from then.
Right, you can get me a
Ah,
list of 10.
arse wipe.
I'll try and blitz through them quickly. I don't care if I lose my lives.
Right, let me have a look then.
So just all I did to get this up, there's actually like a site that does them called My Football Facts. So if you just type in like top 10 and then the nation Premier League scorers, there should one from My Football Facts should come up. You did really well on that though. To get 9 out of 10 on that quite difficult list. I mean, I did throw clues your way like the whole way through, but you did very well. Proud of you.
Thank you. I was proud of myself. I think
Should
like
have took the 60p though.
I had to go for the extra. No, I'm 6p ain't gonna do fuck all for me. Um,
You could have got yourself a nice card.
yeah. Right, I've got one for you. Ready?
All right, go on.
Top 10 Premier League goals by Italian players.
Oh, there's barely any. I can't even name any Italian players. Right, Mario Balotelli.
Yes, he is sixth in 21 goals.
Franco's to go on. 21. 6. Right, okay. Franco Zola.
Yes, second, 59.
Second. Jorginho. He's had penalties.
Seventh, 21.
What's the bottom one got?
16.
Right, okay. So what have I got? I've got 3 of them so far. I'm really tempted to say Gianluca Vialli, but I think he might have been earlier than the Prem. I'll go Gianluca Vialli.
Eighth at 21.
Okay, that's not too bad. Fabrizio. Oh, did he play? Ravanelli.
25, fourth.
Oh, okay. These ones at 16 are going to kill me. Italians that have played in the Prem. Do you keep popping in my head Aquilani, but he's not going to be on there because he was naff. The Italians went to United. Not that I can think of. We barely signed any Italians. Italians is tough, man. That means there's got to be like lower teams. Is there any on there currently still playing in the Prem? I doubt it.
No.
That means Ogbonna's out of the question,
I think there's one still playing. I think. I'm pretty
but
sure he
not in the
is.
Prem.
Let me have a look here.
Oh, we really got to go back in time. These are all going to be ancient. Is there any on there that you don't even know?
No.
You know them all?
No, I know a couple, but not all of them. No.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, okay. How many have I got? I got 4.
You had Zola, Ravanelli, Balotelli, Jorginho, and that was it, I think.
No, I've got one more. There's another one that played Viali. Viali I've got as well.
Oh, Viali as well. Okay.
That's 5. Am I missing number 1? Jesus, it looks bad already. I've got 5 of them already though, so that's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Oh, it's tough when you're on the spot, isn't it?
It is. I told you. Fucking. So when you told me we're doing this again on bloody French players and all that shit, I thought it'd be easy, but then it's like you get hundreds of players going through your head.
Yeah. Thinking of Italians is just difficult in itself. I reckon there's a couple on there that I've not actually heard of myself as well, but we'll see. Why can I not think of any Italians? Di Matteo. I think he was before.
No.
Yeah, I think he was before. I've lost a life.
You have indeed lost a life.
Crap Italians. He was a crap Italian. They only scored like 20 goals. It might have been a forward. I feel like I'm missing a really obvious one.
Yeah, probably.
Is number 1 like 90s?
Yeah, 80s, 90s, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think he was more 90s, if I remember right.
It must have been as the Prem started in '92. Oh, this is tough. Is there any defenders on there?
To be honest with you, I don't have a clue because a couple of these players I don't know.
Oh, I want to say like either Karadi or yeah, like Karadi at City, but I still don't think he scored 16 goals. I'd be shocked if he did.
Who's that?
I'm not going to say him because I don't think he scored it. It was Karadi used to play for City back in the day before we got taken over. We had Karadi and Samaras up front, but I don't think he'll be on there. I'd be shocked if he's got 16 goals. I think he was there for a season. No, don't do that. That's not fair. That face isn't fair.
He's on there. I'll just let you know that.
He's on there. No, he's not on there. He's never scored 16 goals for City in the Premier League. There's no way in hell. If he is, he must be the bottom one. You just said he's on there, so might as well give it me now. Then there's a mulligan.
What was his name?
Corradi, Corradi.
But how do I know his first name then of Bernardo?
I remember his first name. Was it Bernardo Corradi?
Yep.
Is he on there? There's no way. No. I'm not even guessing it. I'm not guessing it because I don't think he's on there. There's just he only was only here for like 2 or 3 seasons. He was aging already, and he just never scored. I think he had 2 goals for us in his whole career.
Who,
Don't
who
give me that
knows? Only
shrug.
you'll know once you if you get so.
Is there any United players on there? I can't remember who's ever signed an Italian though. That's the most difficult thing. I can't think of an Italian that's played for United.
Yeah, there is a United player on there.
An Italian that played for United? 90s, I'm guessing.
No, he was early
No.
2000s.
Why does Federico Makeda pop into my head when you say that? But there's no way. There's no way that Donny had scored like 10 plus goals for United in the Prem. And he wasn't early 2000 anyways, was he? He was the early... Oh, he might have been. Do you remember when Makeda was?
Yeah, no, I think he's might have been more mid 2000s
Yeah.
than early.
He
Federico
played at this Italian.
Makeda!
Yeah, I remember. Didn't he score against Villa? Was it Villa one of the teams he
Yeah,
scored against last minute?
yeah. What bloody goal that was.
United players. Is this United player a midfielder? I know I'm asking loads of questions because this is like probably one of the toughest ones you could have given. You're not even going to give me if he was a midfielder or not.
Who?
The United player on the
He's, yeah, forward.
forward. It's got to be before Van Nistelrooy then. So who's your forward before Van Nistelrooy? He surely didn't win the Champions League with you, though, did he?
Um,
Against Bayern.
no, he wasn't. He wasn't the Bayern
Was he
one,
before
no.
them?
Are you still talking about the United player?
Yeah, yeah. Was he before the Bayern one or after?
No, he was after.
Bloody Italian that played for United. A forward as
Gonna
well.
have to time you now, mate, please.
I
30
know, I'm running out of
seconds.
time. All right, well, we'll throw Bernardo Corradi out there. I don't think he's on. I'd be shocked if he is on there.
He's on there.
He must be 10th.
He's 27th.
Well,
With
that's not the
three.
top 10, is it?
Exactly.
How can you see up to 27th?
I told you he's on the list. I didn't say he's in top 10.
Well, I thought you only had a top 10 list.
No,
I might have to give up there
you
because I
said it
can't
yourself.
think
He
of any
scored 3
Italians.
goals in total.
Yeah, there you go. He barely ever scored. This United one's really getting me. Italians played for United in the
Remember, I
early
said he's on the
2000s.
list. Is he top 10?
No, I asked, you said there was a United one on the top 10.
No. I didn't say anything like
Like,
that. He could be in the top 10.
when you say the list now, it has to refer to the top 10,
No.
right?
I've got the list of
Yeah.
30 of the Premier League Italian players. So he's on the list. Otherwise, I could just say, yeah, he's on the list, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, then I'll use him then. That makes no sense.
I actually give up. I can't think of any Italians that are playing. Lucas Scamacca keeps going to me, but I'm sure he only scored like twice, and he's dreadful. He's not scored 16 goals, or he would have been kept at West Ham last season. No, I know he's definitely not on there. I'd be shocked if he's in the top 30.
20 seconds for your last life.
Yeah, probably got like the five hardest ones, and I'm just forgetting someone that was like really good. The top one's getting me.
I don't know a few of these guys, so the top one you should know.
You
10 seconds.
top one like an Italian international.
Scored a beautiful goal.
That's a great clip, mate. Probably half of these players on this list have scored beautiful goals.
Time's up. Lost your
Yeah,
last life.
I can't think of anybody else. I've got five.
I'll go 10 to 1, okay? 10th, 16 goals, Francesco Baiano.
Never heard of him.
9th, Massimino Macaroni, 18.
Yeah, he's played for Middlesbrough.
Gianluca Vialli, obviously you got,
Yeah,
21. Jorginho, 7th, 21.
Yeah.
Balotelli, 6th, 21.
Yeah.
Graziano Pella.
Oh yeah, I never remembered him. Southampton player.
23 goals, 5th place.
Yeah.
4th, Fabrizio Ravanelli, 25. 3rd,
Fine.
Benito Carbone, 35.
Ooh.
Benito Carbone.
Never heard of him.
2nd, Gianfranco Zola at 59.
Yeah.
Are you ready for number 1?
Yeah, go on.
With 66 goals, with that beautiful scissor kick, Paolo Di Canio.
Oh, she got the Canio.
Paolo
Yeah,
Di
I just didn't
Canio.
think West Ham at all. I got five off stuff pretty quick fire.
That was good, to be fair.
Any other nation I probably would have done better in Europe, but the Italians, just none of them have played in the Prem. It's hard enough to think of one that's played in the Prem.
Yeah.
They just never come over, do they?
Well, what we'll do now, because I'm thinking, like, right, because we got to conclude this in the next however long, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've come up with some players to do a little prime versus prime action here, okay? So I'm not talking about Logan Paul or KSI or their prime. I'm talking about players back in their prime. Who was better and why, okay? Now, I've got two here. Also, by the way, this is past and present. And I like to, obviously, the past are obviously got a longer career and they have obviously probably established themselves more in cups and trophies and stuff. But if I give you somebody who is current, who is either young or maybe midway through their career, what they could potentially get in comparison to what's that of his opposition, okay? So I thought of two nice ones here. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to love to see what you think about it. Okay. Now, I've gone... Do you know what? I don't even think I want to compare him to him. But I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to get your take on it. What you think this person, this present player, by the way, what he can achieve in his career in comparison to this other past prime player. The original Ronaldo versus Haaland.
R9 versus Haaland.
Yes.
The Haaland's just a goal scorer, so I'd say R9's the better overall footballer here by quite a significant amount.
I wouldn't say overall footballer. Let's say in regards to goals and personal achievements.
Haaland, comfortable. It's not even really a debate, to be honest.
Really?
And it depends what his injury record goes like, but I would say Haaland's the better goal scorer. He's going to break the more goal scoring records wherever he goes. You know, he's already broke Premier League ones in his first season. So, yeah. But if you had to maybe pick one to put into a start 11, I'm taking R9.
So with R9, his individual awards. So he's won 3 times Best Men's FIFA Player. He's won 2 Ballon d'Ors. He's won Footballer of the Year. He won UEFA Best Europe Player. And that was at Internazionale or Inter Milan. He won 6 top goal scorers at the South American qualifications, La Liga, World Cup 2002, Copa America, and La Liga. And also, he has won 2 Copa Americas, 2 World Cups, 2 Spanish champions, two UEFA Super Cups, um,
Yeah.
one Pokal, is it Pokal? Europa
Yeah.
Pokal, one UEFA Cup winner, one Champions Cup winner, one Dutch Cup winner, two Brazilian Time World Cup, two Brazilian Cup winners, two Spanish World Cup Super Cup winners, one Confederation Cup winner, and one International Cup winner. So stupid amount of achievements, of course, but like I said,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's such now. I'm just telling you what he's achieved and what Haaland could potentially achieve. I think this is actually a lot closer than what people think.
No,
No,
it's
because
not.
no, you're a City fan, right?
No, I'm saying
And
R9.
oh, you're saying R9.
Yeah, R9. 'Cause the thing is with Haaland is he's never going to get the international awards. He's probably never going to play in an international competition, or he might only play in one or two because of where he's born. No, it's you can't choose where you're born, can you? So it's just unfortunate for him. So he's never going to get that World Cup glory. He's never going to get that golden boot in a World Cup or anything like that. So that kind of takes away his Ballon d'Or shouts as well. Like, so he just lost to Messi, who's playing in the MLS, who quite honestly, I think everybody on the planet said that Haaland deserved the Ballon d'Or for what he's done at City this season with the treble and the Champions League. But
Yeah.
obviously, because Messi won a World Cup, I don't know if he finished top scorer in the World Cup. I don't think he did he? Might have done. But because Messi won a World Cup, he obviously got the Ballon d'Or. But Haaland will never get close to that sort of international record. He'll probably end up as Norway's top scorer. And he'll probably win a load of like Norwegian Player of the Year awards, him and Odegaard. But he'll never get that European Championship. He's not going to get that World Cup. So he's
Yeah.
not going to replicate what R9 did on the international scale.
No, yeah, of course, that may be a bit, obviously, an unfair comparison, but
Yeah.
so, look, to be honest, I know it sounds a bit silly, but not including international things, because like you said, he is at a far lesser team. That Brazilian team was probably one of the best we've ever seen. So he obviously it's not probably fair to compare him. Who's he got now at Norway? Odegaard or something. So no, not Ericsson. Sorry, he's Dutch. He's fucking
Danish.
Danish. I can't think of anybody else who's half decent. That's
There's
Norwegian.
no big names.
No,
Yeah,
no
I
big
mean,
names.
no, he's not even
I'm
Norwegian.
sure
He's
there's a
Danish.
couple from Bundesliga or Serie A, but no one that stands out like thinking, oh, yeah, it's not like Kevin De Bruyne, they just set him up every time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's unfair maybe to talk about him internationally, but as a goal scorer, I mean, he is stupid, Haaland, though, isn't he? He's scoring goals for fun. What is he goals wise this season so far?
He's on over 10, isn't he? I think might be on over 10.
I'm just going to look him up and tell you what he has scored so far this season. And this season, he is on. So he's 13 appearances. This is Premier League, by the way. 13 appearances, 3 assists, 14 goals.
Yeah. Very good, isn't it?
And
The best league in the world.
last season, 35 appearances, 8 assists, 36 goals.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a natural goal scorer, isn't he? He just doesn't pass the eye test like R9 did, though.
Yeah, I must admit, I don't think Haaland offers much when it comes to. Obviously, that's the most important thing anyway. You know, the goal scoring, that's his job. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, this as
he
well, to
doesn't
be fair
offer
to
a
him. I
whole
wouldn't be
lot more.
surprised.
He can't
Wouldn't
dribble.
surprise me if he hits
do.
double digits for assists, though, this season. I think he hit close to double digits last season for assists. Can you see that?
Just his numbers are just absolutely ridiculous. I'm looking at them now. So, one of his kickoff seasons at Molde, he scored 12 goals, 5 assists in 25 games, which is good, respectable. That's what, 17 goal involvements in 25. That's good. His first season in Salzburg, it says he has 2 appearances with 1 goal. But the following season, when he probably kick-started the new year, was 14 appearances with 16 goals and 4 assists.
Yep.
He then had Dortmund. For the first year at Dortmund, 2019-2020 season, he had 15 appearances, 13 goals with 2 assists. That's a goal involved from every game. The next season, 27 goals and 6 assists in 28 games. Then after that, 22 goals, 7 assists, and 24 in 24 appearances. And then I've told you about the City ones as well. So, yeah, United should have snapped up when we had the chance. He was so close to moving to United, and I think it was Ed Woodward and the Glazers said no to it, even though Solskjaer had spoken to him personally at Mulder and all this other stuff. So, yeah, fuck the Glazers and Ed Woodward, twats. But yeah, so now he plays for our biggest rival, scoring goals for fun. So that's just it now, isn't it? So that's perfect for us right there. Um, but yeah, did you have any other sort of players or anything like that to talk about?
I haven't got any in mind. This was a little bit of your segment, Cap. Have you got anybody else?
Say again.
I haven't got any in mind. This your segment, mate. Come on.
All right,
Keep
okay. I
thinking.
did think of two others here. What have I got? Ooh, you said the best ever Premier League player, defender wise, by the way, was John Terry. Was that
As an
right?
out and out defender, yeah. As a ball playing defender, no.
How does he compare to Maldini?
Difficult because they never played in the same league. And to be fair, Maldini spent part of his career as a fullback as well. So as an out and out defender, Maldini's probably better.
Is there
Never
anyone?
saw too much of Maldini. I saw the end of his career, not the start and his prime really.
Hmm.
Um, Same as you. But no, I'd probably say Maldini would probably go down as the best out and out defender to ever live, right? So he would be ahead of John Terry.
You think Maldini was the best ever?
Well, I'd be inclined to put Nesta ahead of John Terry as well.
Nesta, yeah, that team. That can we talk about that team by the way? That AC Milan, yeah, the AC Milan team that had Dida,
Mm-hmm.
Nesta, and fucking Shevchenko, and I mean
Say it off.
Sador. Oh, they were fucking phenomenal. They had a what a team that was. What a team!
Yeah.
I just want to bring it up again so we can tell the viewers. What year was that in? Do you remember?
Like 06, 07 or 07, yeah, 06, 07 probably. Or 04, 05 when played Liverpool. 04, 05, I think.
So their squad in 06, 07. Let's have a look.
I think I could name most of it.
Yeah, they
Do you think you
had.
could name it all?
No, you definitely wouldn't be able to name it all, no. But you had Dida,
Yeah.
Nesta,
Yeah.
Maldini.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was good? Cafu. I didn't know he was in
Yeah.
it. Matteo Darmian was there, apparently.
No, he wasn't.
That's what it says right here. It says AC.
He wasn't even born. I probably was born,
Yeah,
but
what, 06, 07? Of course he was born, yeah. He must have been just youth then, maybe back then.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
He was 17 at the time,
There you
Matteo
go.
Darmian. He had Andre Pirlo, you had Gattuso,
Yeah.
you had Seedorf, you had
There you go.
Ambrosini. You
Shevchenko.
Yeah, obviously you had Shinchenko, you had Kaká. Oh god,
Yeah. Ronaldinho came in a little bit later.
Ronaldo at 30.
Right.
You had Inzaghi. Oh Jesus Christ, what a team that is! Yeah,
Yep.
that's all it says on there now. But what a team that was! What an absolute team! But
Yeah, it was class.
that is so. That's another thing. Can I give you a prime versus prime again? But we'll do it team edition.
I'll go on then, yeah.
So we'll say that AC Milan team,
Yeah.
and we'll go the current City squad.
The current City squad.
Let's say the City squad of last year, the treble winners. How would you have
Because of the
fared?
times he played in, I would say that AC Milan team is more iconic, but that City team is better. Only because it's different times. Like if you put them against each other head to head now, that City team would batter that AC Milan team. It'd be like 3 or 4-0.
You think?
But that AC Milan team, because it's a different era of football. It's a different style now. It's not the same. That's why I hate doing comparisons of stuff like from back in the day to now. It's a different game. There's a lot more that goes into it today. There's more conditioning today in players. You can have a team now that presses full for 90 minutes, whereas back in the day you couldn't, and it was all. Well, the tactics weren't as I wouldn't say well thought out, but they were a lot more weaker than what they are these days. And obviously, there's a lot more going into sports science as well, isn't it? For player fitness and stuff like that.
But
So
if
yeah, I
that
reckon the
AC
City
Milan
team would
team
roll over that
was,
AC Milan one.
if that AC Milan team was right here, right now, when they have the extra bits of technology and training facilities,
If they were that age now, then yeah, I would go that AC Milan team. And they did, and they'd gone through all like the sports science stuff, and they had everything that was available to them today. And they were all like 23, 24, 25. Then yeah, I go that AC Milan team. They were unreal, and they would all improve on like the new stuff that we have available these days. But no, if you were just to put them side by side now, then yeah, I think obviously City
Obviously,
would roll AC Milan.
obviously, like you said, yes, it's more iconic,
Yeah,
but this City team obviously have yet to really embed themselves in history, right? I know you obviously won the treble and whatever, but there is a lot of shit floating around it and whatever at the moment. Whether that's right or wrong, it is what it is. But this City team is phenomenal. But I do think this AC Milan team would take. I think you've still got a couple of weaknesses in your team that are not weaknesses. It's your weaknesses are the majority, 90% of the bloody Premier League strengths, right? But what I'm saying is, because in comparison to those guys, they literally had no weakness. It was like the full team of pure fucking talent and
they did have
clockwork.
a weakness.
Hey,
The whole reason that sort of team and that AC Milan sort of club faded out is because of the new style of football that came in as soon as their era ended. So like Pep football, Spain won all the trophies with possession football. Pep won with Barcelona with possession football. I think Pep would roll this AC Milan team with a similar sort of style.
well, quite to be fair, this team was quite old. They're good players
Yeah, it
anyway.
was.
Ronaldo was 30. Obviously, we know how his career turned out. Nesta was 31. Maldini was 39. Pirlo was, I mean, he's 28. Gattuso 29. Seedorf 31. All at the specific time. Kaká was reaching his prime in 25.
Yeah.
Inzaghi was 33. So you can see why they maybe dwindled a bit and to sort of replace those sort of players. Um, but yeah, that was one of my most favourite teams. I'm a supporter of Internazionale, Inter Milan for Italy. I have been for a while, but I always admire that AC Milan squad is one of the best to watch ever. And I remember it as a
Yeah,
kid.
right era, yeah.
It was phenomenal, phenomenal to watch. It's like the that Barcelona squad as well. That's another one to talk about. What year was that? 267 was it? Um,
What, the one with Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Messi,
yeah,
Villa,
yeah. Oh,
Pedro.
fucking David Villa, love him as well. He's a
That
good
was like
player. Wasn't it Pedri as
that was
well?
when Spain would dominate into like your tens, like your early tens.
Yeah, they were phenomenal.
Um,
And obviously, I've got to throw in there as well the United 2007-8 team. That
it
was
was all right.
that
Doesn't
man.
compare to the two.
That was you can't say that. You can't.
The other two sit at table one. That United team sits at like table three.
Hold on. Let me just have a look. Is it 2007-8? I think it was. Let's have a look. So the team is as follows here. Okay, once it loads. So we had Edwin van der Sar, we had Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, Patrice Evra, Gary Neville, Michael Carrick, Owen Hargreaves, Darren Fletcher, Paul Scholes, there was decent Ryan Giggs, Jason Park, Nani, Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney, Berbatov. There was no weakness in that 11.
The United team sits at the same table as the treble winning City team and the Centurion City team. We don't sit at the Barcelona that era, and we don't sit at the AC Milan table either. We have our own table. It's like table three.
To be fair, yeah, I would say the best ever team to grace the game is that in the modern era, by the way, because obviously I'm not talking back 80s downwards or whatever. I'm talking more modernized 90s, 2000s, and current. It's got to be the Barcelona one,
Yeah, for me it is as well.
and then it has to be
Real Madrid one where they did the three-peat, though, is
oh god, yeah, Madrid as
pretty
well.
good. Yeah.
That was that Ronaldo with the Ronaldo. But then you got to talk about the Barcelona one with Neymar, Suarez, and Messi as well. Surely that's.
Yeah, definitely. That they get their own table. They sit at table 1, 2. Definitely.
Would you think though? Although yes, they did do it in the European stage, yeah, obviously in the Champions League, whatever. But their league obviously has never really, that I've remembered, sort of grown. Like there's no
Yeah.
real other clubs out there that have done well. I know there's Valencia who was good and they've dropped down to where they are today. Girona have come out of nowhere now. But
Athletic have always been good.
there's like in the Premier League, do you think Barcelona or Real Madrid would be winning the league?
With the current squad,
What kind of squad now?
are you asking me with the current squad, or are you asking me that Barcelona team of 2010 and the Real Madrid team of the three-peat?
No,
Are you
well,
asking me? Which one are you asking me?
because that sort of team should win it. But I'll be intrigued to get your point of what you think that those teams we spoke about, the historical ones,
Hmm.
do you think they would being able to do 38 game seasons against British English teams?
In the prime, yeah,
You
yeah,
think?
comfortably. I don't know if they'd win it, but they'd definitely be top four.
Well, that's
Different game
that
in
was
the
my
Premier League, isn't
question.
it?
That was my question. Do you think they would win it? Do you think they would? I don't think they would easily pip it. They could do, yeah, sure, because they are the best. But you're talking still about Chelsea, who were fucking great around that point as well. United were great around that
Oh,
point.
are you going back?
Arsenal.
It's back in the day, or are you putting them in the Premier League now? If you're going back in the day, yeah, they could comfortably win it. Probably like if you put them both in there, I reckon that no English team wins it in 5 seasons.
What in the current standings?
No, if you put them back in the day into their primes and then you just move them from La Liga to England, then I don't think an English team competes with them. But if you put them into today's current Premier League, they might win one each in 5 years.
Hmm,
Different game, innit? Again, it's a different game. We're 10 years on. We're over 10 years on. A lot of different stuff's happened since then.
it's
It's hard to
crazy.
compare eras. It's not easy to compare eras.
Well, what we'll do now to finish up on, we are thinking for the viewers out there, both on a YouTube and on Spotify. We're going
Yep.
to do some live scouting for 5 minutes, but the catch of it is yes, 5 minutes, but we also are going to be just exploring the leagues who are currently basically finished. Yeah, MLS, J League, K League.
Yep.
So those currently not running. Okay, so these are some decent players that we're going to scout for you guys, just a few players each, and see if they are worth the pickup in limited or in rare. That is completely up to you or I. And yeah, we will get into that right now. So I'm going to start loading up Sorare
Yeah, I've
data.
got my Sorare data up here. It's just obviously because these leagues are finished, the prices have heavily dropped. So if you want to like invest for the summer when they come back in like March, I think it is. This is like the perfect time to do so. Well, over the last couple of weeks, has been the perfect time to do so. So we'll have a look what we can find, see if we can find any bargain players. Essentially,
So we can add maybe the Argentinian league as well,
I don't think that's finished. Yeah, put it in because it does
because
run
that's
over
basically
summer.
finished now, isn't it? A lot of prices have dropped.
Yeah,
So I've got listed on mine. I've got Asia, MLS, and the Argentinian de football. I don't know if
you
there's
can put
any
the
more.
Brazilian
Maybe
league in there.
say again.
Brazilian league. Ooh.
Brazilian league could do.
Brazilian league's not too bad.
Where is
I'm
that?
just going Asia because that's where a little bit of my knowledge comes from. Not too much, but I've got a little bit of knowledge in the Asian leagues. So I've gone just Asia for my players because they are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I'm going to look for players probably under the £5 sort of mark for limited that get some really good scores or had good scores this season that you can hold on to next season for. So I'm going to
Yeah, I'll
do
do the
that
same.
and give that a whirl and see how we go for all positions bar goalkeeper probably. And
Yeah, I'll
let's
keep it under £5 in limited, and I'll keep it under like £30 in rare.
yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's put the parameters there, and we will be talking while we're going. So you guys listening
Yeah,
at home don't have to be so bored and thinking, what the fuck are they doing? So I am looking currently at the moment. I'm probably not going to bring up Asia to be fair because I don't know much about the league or the players.
yeah, I've just done a little watch list for Asia.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
read
yeah.
them out off the watch list once our 5 minutes is up. There's some good players in there, I've just seen someone for 48p that's L15 or 51, so could be some tasty bargains in there, to be honest. Just bear in mind some of the teams. Oh, you're not doing Asia, aren't you? So it doesn't matter. You don't need to pay attention to who's gone down and stuff like that. So that's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's some cracking little players there, and I can't lie.
I think I'm just going to be bringing up players that aren't so much essentially like cap friendly. I'm just bringing up players who look decent as well, especially for the price. So then you
Yeah,
can use them in the in All Star Rare or sorry All Star Limited or whatever you want to do. But If I see someone cap friendly, I'll definitely be picking them up, having a look. Let's
Yeah, just grab
look.
another one there. Obviously, forwards are going to be quite difficult to come by. There's some decent ones though. You just gotta know where to look. Might find someone. Um, that's somebody I do like, so we'll pop him in.
Can't believe Marcelo's still playing. Flimming easy. 35.
It's not that old though, is it? Really, 35.
No. Yeah, mine are mainly going to be MLS, I think. Quite a few nice little players there. And we haven't set a timer for this. We're just going to go around 5 minute mark and
Yeah, I'm
see what
thinking
we
about.
both pick out here. This isn't no
I've got my
draft
eye on the
wars.
clock. In a few minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got 3, 4 players anyway for me now. So, but yeah, it's
Yeah, like four.
not too shabby. Looking at a couple of players at the moment, MLS based. For me, I'm excited for the MLS coming back up, but I think the only problem with it is that MLS are so home friendly. Do you know what I mean? Like every
Yeah,
club that plays at home literally win. That's what it feels like anyway. I know it's not always that, but they always love the home advantage. They do, the Americans.
yeah, yeah. It's like that in a lot of places, not just America.
Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, I'm looking for one specific player now. If I can find them, that can go into this. He's going to be my expensive pick. I'm going to have to search for him because he's not showing up on my facilities there. So let's have a look.
Cool. I think I'm going to stop there because I've got one, two, three, four,
Yeah, I got one.
five players on here for me. So there's some brilliant
Yeah, I think I've
pickups for
got.
under £5 as well. There's loads of nice ones on there.
Yeah, I think we got about a minute left. So I'm just going to see if I can grab one more. If I can't, then I can't. But we'll see. I think I've got six anyway, as it stands. Um,
So I think I am all good now. No, I can't go you. That's fine. I'll leave it there.
yeah, do you know what? We'll pop them in. Right, go on. I've got mine. Are you done?
I am done, my friend. I am done.
All right, we'll call it there then for timer. Let me just go on my watch list. Do you want to start?
Yeah, we'll go one each and why not? I've got one, two, three, four, five in total.
I've got seven.
Do you think you can bring that down to five?
No,
Just to, make it not so long?
it won't be long. I will quickly blitz through them.
All right, just a
One,
quick
one.
one then. So I've gone for if you, I don't know if you want to look at them at the same time.
Yep.
Emmanuel Insua, and it's spelled Insua. If anyone wants to look up on Sorare data as we speak, he has a lovely L5 of 68.
Banfield.
Say again.
Banfield, yeah.
Banfield, yes, Banfield in
Yep.
the Argentinian league. He has some lovely
Yep.
scores on him. I remember seeing him when he was in, if you can see anyone's joining along, back in game week 409, where he's sort of, hitting the averages, 30s, 40s, 50s mark. And I remember picking him up and thinking, oh, yeah, this is brilliant. And he, yeah, as you can see from his scores here, all AA, 40, 34, 28, 31, 27, all the way from game week 419 to 429. So he's definitely worth picking up for £2.72, by the way, with someone who can do those scores. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, he's
And,
very strong.
and can
Very,
I add
very
as well,
strong.
by the way, his apparent average in rare is £30.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. I think he looks really good for summer leagues. I quite like how his last five are all 60 plus scores as well. And one was in a 5-3 loss, which either got loads of negative AA for conceding 5 goals. Let me have a look.
In his last 3 months, he's averaging AA at 21.2. In the last month, it's 30.7. So, yeah, this guy was phenomenal. And the reason I didn't end up, well, I sold him quite early, but I didn't hold him because of the whole point of the Argentinian league finishing quite soon at that point when I did. So, but yeah, he's
That's
always sort of stayed around that price as well.
I've seen a strange one there. Looking at his, if you look at his scores for the Godoy Cruz game, it says that he never conceded a goal, even though he conceded five.
What game week's that one?
The most recent one, But he's got his 62.34. If you look at his defense, it says he didn't concede a goal, but he actually conceded 5 in 90 minutes. So I don't know what's going on with the scores there. That'll probably come out at around about a 40 something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he'll lose his
Yeah,
clean
I'm not
sheet as
sure.
well. But yeah, I don't really get it unless the score's inaccurate or something as well. I don't bloody know. But either way, he looks great and he's still getting some good AA. Even if I know he's got to get some taken away, but he's still getting 10 AA. You know, so at least. So yeah, that's lovely. Who's yours then?
Well, I'll go for probably the best player on the list, I would say. Yeah, I'll go for him. So this guy's called Yoon Bitgaram. Do you need me to spell that for you?
Yoon Bitgaram. Bitgaram. I think I've seen this guy before. I think I've used him on one of my draft wars. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's like probably the best midfielder in the K League, I would say. I think most people would agree with that. He's not had a great season, to be fair. He's had a pretty good season if you look at his like scores and that consistently like 60 and above for the most part. But yeah, you can pick him up for £3.23 at the moment and £39 in rare. I will be grabbing a rare one,
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, he puts up reasonable AAs in the 50s mark when he doesn't get a decisive. But if you look, he's got like penalties won, quite a few assists this season, a goal there against Gangwon. So yeah, he puts up some good scores. I quite like him. If I went back to year to date for when it started, this season he's actually scored 8, assisted 5, and had a penalty 1. So that's 14 decisives for a central midfielder.
yeah.
Bit like the Frank Lampard of the K League. But yeah, I like him. I'll probably pick him up in rare if he drops a little bit more, just a touch more, down to 30 on the nose. I'll pick him up. But
That's
yeah, I
fine.
really like this guy. He's getting on a bit though, unfortunately. But yeah, he's widely regarded as one of the best players in the K League. So yeah, good one to keep an eye on. Another one other thing about him is if you look at his price range as well. So if you look just before, or just when the K League was starting, he was going for like £600-700 in
This is
rare.
some rare, yeah.
Yeah, in rare he was going for like £600-700. In limited, it was around about £50.
Wait, it's rare. The highest I've got here is about 180.
Click on all.
Oh, he's on all time, eh? Oh
Yeah, so if
yeah,
you look
yeah.
at like the way peaks in March, so if you look at all way peaks in March, he was going for 700, then the next year he was going for like 350, 370, 360. And then obviously, you know, if you scroll down the line to when it's finishing, you got like 200s. And now he's down at 30 quid. So yeah, if you pick him up for 30 quid, that's a bargain in
Mm.
rare. And obviously, if you pick him up for 3 quid in limited again, he's good enough to fit into any champ Asia lineup. Go on, have you got another one for me?
Yeah, I've got another few. So we'll bash through these ones, but I've got Mateus Glick of DC
Oh, yeah,
United. For DC United, I think they're one of the probably subpar teams in the league. They're not very good to watch. They aren't, very good at all, really. Um, I think they won twice in the last 10 games of the MLS there, but he's still putting up some lovely decisives. He gets some nice decisives alongside some good AA as well. So yeah, he's putting up some good A. In the last 3 months, the MLS was 16.2. It doesn't want to tell me what he's got in the last month. It just shits itself. So, but yeah, it's still at 16.2 AA. It's very, very nice indeed. And yeah, he does get amongst it as well. Plays that sort of CDM role, so he sort of dictates the play, very much like a modern day Busquets in the MLS, I guess you can say. But yeah, that's just a quick summary, mate. £2.55 as well. That's KLICH, in case any of you do not know how to spell it. But yeah, obviously ex Leeds, played alright there, moved to the
yeah.
MLS, and has done well since as well.
Yeah, he got 11 goal contributions from that holding mid spot, so that's really, really good. That's
Mm,
strong for him. He just put up good AA scores as well. So yeah, he's a cracking player.
yeah, definitely.
I will move on to my next one. So my next one is a guy that's been injured long term, but he's called Cesinha.
Cecina, do you want to spell it?
Cesinha.
Oh yeah, the Daegu
Yeah,
goats,
the
huh?
Daegu striker.
Go on, then, yeah.
Yeah, so if you look at this season scores, he's got like a lot of 70 pluses, a lot of 80s and 90s in there as well. Obviously, he had a couple of down scores and he has been injured for like the last couple of months as well. So his price has dropped quite a bit. But yeah, he's £10 in limited. I believe he is staying for next season. He's getting on a little bit, but he's probably the best forward. People might argue it, but the best forward in the K League. I'm a big fan of his. I need to really pick up his rare, but if you look at his rare price, it's like 200 quid, so I won't be paying that much. But yeah, it's definitely worth a pick up in limit at around about a tenner for the summer leagues.
Yeah, he definitely looks solid. I remember seeing this guy, but I think if I remember right, because I was going to pick him up after his injury just to sort of hold long term. But I think
Yeah,
there's something about his contract potentially ending up at the end of this year. I swear I could have read that. I could have completely made that up, but I swear that was what I had read. So that's obviously anyone, guys, we recommend, or we're just showing you again. Do your own blimmin' research. You should know that
yep,
by now because you should not just take our judgment for it. But other than that, I've got Albert Rusnak, um,
yeah,
the cam of Seattle Sounders, brilliant player. I believe he was top goal scorer in the MLS last season for Seattle. But yeah, he pulls up some stupid scores, especially of the last few seasons as well. Had a bit of a drop this season, but again was picking it up at the back end of this season. So and you can see there some lovely little scores there 68, 75, 83. Yes, it's when he gets amongst the goals when they're having a good game, Seattle. He does get good score, but yeah, he's definitely, I think, worth a pick up at £1.70, by the way. And he looks like he's averaging about 50 quid in rare. So yeah, he's not cheap, but for someone who can pull up some beautiful little scores, yeah, not hundreds and stuff, but he can get you the 70s, 80s. I definitely think he's worth, in limited anyway, worth £1.70.
yeah. I have Rusnet's card. Because of Lodiero, he wasn't getting a lot of time in the attacking mid spot, so he was playing a lot of holding mid at the start of the season. And then he was dropped for quite a bit. But yeah, he's going to be playing that attacking mid spot now next season because Lodiero's leaving the club, and he's proven over the last couple of months that he can do that spot. And I know they went out against LAFC, but yeah, he's contributed 3 goals in his last 5. So yeah, he'll be taking up the helm in the attacking mid spot. So he's definitely worth a pick up. If I can get him for 40, 50 quid, I probably will.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Right, so let's have a look. So let's go for a cheaper guy because I've done 2 quite expensive ones there. So the cheapest player on my list is a guy called Yun Suk Young.
Young
So we'll pick him. We'll
Young.
pick him out. Mainly want to look at his more recent scores. He only just got back in the team recently. Yeah, I've got him here. So if you can see him, he is. Have you got him on your screen cap? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah, but don't worry about it
Gang
because
one.
the people watching and listening to the
Yeah.
podcast won't be able to see. Just speak about it and they can bring them up.
Yeah. So he most recently sold in rare for £1.33. That's in rare. Okay. So now he's been selling for around about that mark for like last 30 days. He's only recently gone up to £6. So if you can pick him up for that similar price of like £1, £2, £3
Mm,
in rare, that's great. And he's 50p unlimited if you wanted to pick up in limited. He's only just got back into the starting lineup at the left back spot, so he's got an L5 really, and after that he's got a lot of time out of the team. So he's got 71 there, an 84 in his last 5. He's also got a 52 in a home win, and I believe it says only 35, but that's because the scores haven't registered today. I believe he finishes their highest score. I was checking before off Twitter that he finished on around about 77 for today's game. So
nice.
yeah, he's a really solid scorer. Gang one haven't been great this season, but they're kind of tricky to predict what will happen next season with them and who will leave and who will stay. They do have an under 23 goalkeeper that's really good as well. So yeah, if he stays and he's starting like he has been doing the last 5 games, it's worth the risk at 50p. And obviously, you can pick him up for £1 in rare. It's, again, if you really need somebody for summer, he's definitely a good shout.
I probably, yeah,
So yeah, I'll probably try and pick him up in rare.
50p is solid for limited, but you might as well just pay that extra pound just to get him in rare. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Even as an investment thing or something, just hold on to him there. But solid pick there, mate. But I've gone for someone that people will know who they are, and they may not know that he moved. But I've gone Manuel Lanzini. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he plays for River Plate now, obviously ex West Ham lad. He's a nice little steady Eddie, but more on the top end of the steady Eddie part, which is lovely. Rather than being, our 40s and early 50s, he's more mid to late 50s, early 60s. So Yeah, he's picking up some nice AA. This is all AA, by the way. If you're looking at his scores, that's Lanzini of Lanzini. Yeah, so he recently just moved in the back end of or the latter end, sorry, of the Argentinian Football League. And yeah, he's pulling up some lovely AAs. You can see here 24, 18, 23, 29, 23. It's all in the 20s, with the occasional, I guess, crap game for him. Being in the tens, but he's averaging 19.4 in his last 3 months, just obviously off AA basis. So again, I think as someone like that to pick up, I'm not sure rare price probably a bit too much. I would personally probably
Yeah.
say, but again, he's £4.40. Most recently been selling for £3.15. Get him around that £3 mark. You know they've got one game left as well, so any Argentinian players we recommend as well will probably go down from this point onwards. People will be trying to utilise that very last game or try and get rid of them. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that one in your watch list.
Yeah, I like it. It's a solid player. The only thing he's really missing is decisives. I'd have been expecting a few more decisive in playing like the attacking mid spot.
Mm.
But yeah, the AA speaks for itself. Has a
Yeah,
decisive in there, and you're looking at like a mid 80 score quite consistently.
yeah, exactly. And River Plate, I'm assuming they're quite a dominant team in the league. I can't quite find their. I'm just trying to have a look
I've
now. Flash
not really
score.
paying much attention to the Argentinian league, to be honest.
Well, if I look now quickly before we move on to your next player, River Plate are top, 61 points. Second place is 50. So yeah, he plays for a very dominant team in the league as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely worth I think picking up for the sake of £4 or wait a couple of more weeks where he goes down to £2, £3, and probably in rare. Where would you say he'd be worth it in rare? 60 down, or is he just not worth
Um,
looking at?
Around about 40, 50.
40, 50. Okay, and hopefully he
Yeah.
does do that. But yeah, we're on to your next player, mate.
My next player is Hiroyuki May, or Mai, which is Hiroyuki and then space MAE.
Yep.
He is central midfielder for Avispa. He's currently 85p, but I think that's because the Japanese league has just finished this weekend. So yeah, he's 85p in limited, and he is £18.87 in rare, which I think is the cheapest he's been for a while. This guy is mainly AA based, but I think he's probably the best bargain on my list anyway. Like I said, he's got a lot of 60 to 70 scores with an 80 in there. He does have 3 assists this season and a goal. But yeah, a lot of the time he's just topping off at like that high 50s score. And like I said, sometimes his AA pushing him into the 60s, and with the assist or decisive, he sometimes gets a 70 plus. And now possibly an 80. But yeah, he's very, very consistent. And Avispa have looked up and down this season, so I've a Avispa stat myself. But yeah, he's definitely one to keep an eye on, especially in limited at 85p, and anybody that's looking for a cheap, rare central midfielder that can contribute some nice AA, he's definitely one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he does look solid to be fair with some of the scores he's pulling up as well. That is lovely juggling. I've gone for. I was mixed between one of three players, just to tell you, is my last fifth player. I was looking at Carranza, Julian Carranza of Philadelphia Union, Mikael Ure, again Philadelphia Union, and
Yeah,
the myth, the legend, Christian Benteke.
yeah, I knew it was
Um,
coming.
yeah, so I'm going to go for him and speak about him because he's getting some solid scorings when he scores. This is the problem with DC United. Not very much like Glitch. Obviously, he's not playing in or Glick. He's not playing in a very good team in the MLS. They are near the bottom end, I believe, as well in their
Yeah.
division. So take that with a pinch of salt, but he can, on the occasion, get you a nice little goal. And for a forward striker of Benteke's quality, is £3.40. The only problem with him at the moment is that his contract looks like he's running out at the end of this season or the end of this year, should I say?
Oh yeah,
So that's I think
at the end
it's
of next year.
end of next year. Sorry, yeah, I can see it on
Yeah.
screen as well. I read it 2023. So yeah, he's still got a year left as well at DC United, but yeah, he can put up some good scores when and where DC United choose to actually play well. So you can see his stinky scores are all been when DC United only score 1-0 wins or they lose the game. So yeah, if he pulls it out of the hat, he can do well. But again, his last rare again was at £44 it was sold for. So I think it's quite solid for a forward card, considering this day and age for forwards.
Yeah, he's definitely more consistent at home. The only problem I have with him is obviously when he does, it says that he has got 17 goal contributions like in the last year, but a lot of them come in bunches. So he's got 3 goals against New York Red Bulls in a 5-3 loss. He's got 2 goals and assists in against Chicago. So it's not spread too well. It's more, he'll get 2 decisives in a game and then he won't do anything for a couple of weeks and then might get another 2 decisives. But yeah, he's a good pickup. He's getting on a bit. But yeah, for that pricing limit is very good. Very, very good. Because I know that when the MLS starts rolling back around, you see those strikers sort of move up to like the, 15, £20 sort of range in limited. And then in rare, they start jumping up to the hundreds. So yeah, it's a good pickup if you want to a semi-long term hold till the MLS starts again.
Nice.
I'm only going to do one more because you only did 5, so I might as well only do 5. So I will choose another cheap one for my last one. This guy's called Hong Chul. So HONGCHUL. He's currently sat at £10 in rare, 68p in limited. Has been picked up recently for £6 in rare and 48p in limited. So it's one to keep an eye on, see if he drops back down. But yeah, he's got an L15 of 51 and an L5 of 59. And this guy's not scared of getting a decisive from like the left back, left mid spot. They usually do play 3 at the back, so it's probably more the left mid sort of left wing back role that he plays. But yeah, he's got 2 assists today against Incheon. He also had an assist 2 games ago against Gwangju. He's pulled another one out against Daegu, so he's quite an assist merchant. He does have, I think it's a goal line clearance that he got there earlier on in the season. So yeah, he's not young, he's 33, but he seems to possibly take corners as well. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that might be where some of the assists come from. Yeah. So yeah, a good crosser of the ball. Like I say, he's not too young, but for the price, if you need someone to come in and maybe nick a decisive, or even if they've got a really strong game for a clean sheet, he'll put up a high 50, early 60s for you. He played 75 minutes against Gangwon and gave us 36 AA. Really strong. So yeah, he's someone to definitely keep a look at. 68p in limited, so cheap. And if you can get the rare card, that's also really good. I do have the rare myself already, so if you can pick that up, that's really strong.
Nice one. And that is basically concludes the podcast now, mate, doesn't it? I think we've been going on for, it says, 1 hour and 40 at the moment, so I don't know what, after a little bit of editing, if this comes down a bit, but I hope you guys enjoy that. Any last little words from you, Jonesy, mate, before we do the outro?
No, we've managed to sneak a podcast in this week without Ellis, and hopefully he'll be back next week for another edition. But yeah, that's everything from me.
Yeah, and vice versa, mate. But thank you guys so much for watching. This has been All Around Sorare from myself, Capital, and also Jonesy here on my right. Thanks for coming on again, mate. We'll see you again hopefully next week. But you are enjoying your time in Turkey, so enjoy your time. He's probably going to get some new teeth and a nice hairline, so I think he's going to sort himself out right there. But again, guys, rate us 5 stars on Spotify, please. It would mean the world. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment and subscribe. We will see you all later. Bye-bye.